Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to PANR, your only source for the latest goings-on in a little corner of the post-apocalyptic wasteland we call home. Tonight we will be discussing our brave submariners who embarked this afternoon, and speak of their first report. Before that, however, tomorrow's weather report. With the rain having passed, humidity has risen considerably. We are fortunate, however, to have continued cloud cover, though the clouds should clear up by the afternoon. We can expect temperatures between 45 degrees Celsius and 47. With a relative humidity of 60%, wind speed will sit around 2 kilometers per hour. As the sun comes around, be prepared for a sharp rise in temperature. That's our weather, and now on to the news. It's time we discuss the beasts that travel our world. Ever since the incident, the wild things of the world have changed. Very few beasts are as they once were. Often morphed and mutated into horrific abominations, these creatures prowl the wastes, many of them deadly, some helpful, others benign. In this segment, we should discuss our wasteland's wild things. The mirage. For all of time, in bleak situations, from deserts to the open sea, the souls lost would spy safety and comfort in the distance, hope and home within their grasp. But always it was their faltering mentality, those sights to fade to sand and wave. Now, to the lost men of the wastes, a sight most sublime appears, a forest of thin birch trees and grass, where birds sing and sounds of rivers are heard, with the drums sounding from the far. Those who enter this mirage are lost, never seen again, and those who turn away, when they rest in the night, the drums beat on, driving the mind to instability. I cannot speak of the correct action, of how to act in such an encounter, for we do not understand this phenomena, and to you, who do face it now or in the future, I pity you, and pray you survive. And now a word from our benefactors.
Summer Meadows Industrial Zone is in need of resources and is purchasing scrap copper and tin for 10 cubes per kilogram. A proof of source is required, and they will not take kindly to unwanted guests.
There is a malady in our world that is afflicting those of steam, gears, and metal. A rot that seeps deep. If you suffer from creek rust, spark eye, or find your water reservoirs emptying too quickly, you may be suffering from macatrophy. This incurable ailment can be treated by alpha-M tricholidorative, available from any reputable chemist.
And we're back. Thank you for staying with us. Thanks to our benefactor, Mr. Eric, we have a ship ready and prepared to head below the waves. Our brave crew has already gone below, and we have their initial report. But first, our crew of 5 brave souls. Captain Frederick Miller will lead the expedition. Following him is Miss Deborah Davis, a skilled mechanical engineer who is taken to learning all there is to know of the ship. Working with her is the electrical engineer Mr. Omar Happ, a learned man who originally got our station up and running. Documenting the journey is Liam David, a marine biologist from the world that was. While unfamiliar with the life below the world that is, he's excited to learn what lies below. And finally, Mr. Sean, the porter. These 5 brave souls waved goodbye to our world and dove below to the cheering of many off the beach of Renee. Traveling into the shallow waters below, we have their initial report. It's an alien world just below the waves, with coral-like creatures crawling with segmented legs. Small serpents glide through the water and inspect our vessel. Fish, just as curious, watch from a distance, avoiding the serpents wherever they go. They are all unique and are brilliant in their colors. each unique from anything in the world that was. Some are round and orb-like and float with the current. Others are narrow and needle-like and swim through the waters with ease. We feel safe here in these shallow waters, but each of us dread the deep forest ahead. Even now we see the dark kelp. It stands like a mountain. We will press forward to it once we document the life here. It is good to hear what lies below. I'm truly excited to hear of these creatures in greater detail very soon. And I fear the day their reports stop. But with that, I'm afraid we're out of time. Until next time, I should like to thank you for tuning in. I wish you all the best. And if you're truly out there, good luck.